Social behaviour. Many animals live in large social groups and they react to social signals, and the successful cohesion of the group requires members to show behavioural adaptations. In social hierarchy, members of a social group are organised into an order of rank, resulting from aggressive behaviour between members of the group. An individual of higher rank will dominate and control subordinates. In birds, newly hatched birds, if they're kept together, one will become dominant within that group, and it will peck and intimidate all of the members of the group without being attacked. It gets the first choice of any available food. Now below this bird, this dominant bird, there's a second one which can peck all the others except the first one, and so on and so forth. And this is called a pecking order, and it's an example of social hierarchy. Social hierarchy in mammals exists in animals such as wolves, for example. A dominant male has certain rights such as first choice of food, preferred sleeping places, and available mates. The dominant individual will assert its rank by employing social signals. So if you have a look at some of those social signals that you might find in wolves, the dominant individual might raise its hackles, and tail and ears are raised, but the subordinate animal will have its tail, hackles and ears lowered. The dominant will have teeth bared and the subordinate will have teeth covered. The dominant wolf will have its head raised, its eyes staring at the subordinate, which will have its head lowered and its eyes averted. Now, the display of ritualized threat gestures is usually enough to assert authority, and the subordinates will demonstrate acceptance with making submissive responses. Now, social hierarchy is a rank order within a group of animals consisting of a dominant and subordinate members. In a social hierarchy, dominant individuals carry out ritualistic or threat displays, while subordinates animals carry out appeasement behaviour to reduce conflict. If we look at some of the advantages of social hierarchy, aggression between the members is ritualized, the real fighting is minimized, so there's serious injury is normally avoided. This conserves energy, and experienced leadership is guaranteed. Social hierarchies increase the chance of the dominant animal's favourable genes being passed on to offspring. Animals often form alliances in social hierarchies to increase their social status within the group. Now if we move on to cooperative hunting, predatory animals like killer whales, lions, wolves and wild dogs can cooperate to hunt their prey. If we have a look at some killer whales, they hunt in packs or pods. In a river mouth, they sweep along in a line next to each other to try and catch salmon. In coastal waters, they might try and encircle shoals of herring, for example, to concentrate them into a mass. And this allows them, those in a group, to feed, where an individual solitary hunter would find it very difficult. Lions are ambush predators, and some members of the pride will drive prey organisms towards those waiting in ambush. Dogs and wolves, members of the pack take it in turns to run down solitary prey to the point of exhaustion before attacking it, and they may well focus on an animal which has become separated from the others, and this is often a young individual or old or injured animal. If we look at the advantages of cooperative hunting, all members of the group obtain food from a kill, including the young. This benefits the subordinates as well as the dominant animals, and together they are able to tackle larger prey with a higher food value. As long as the net energy gained for each group member is greater than the net energy gained for an individual that would be hunting alone, then cooperative hunting will persist. Cooperative hunting may benefit subordinate animals as well as dominant ones, as they may gain more food than by foraging alone. Less energy is used per individual. Cooperative hunting enables larger prey to be caught and increases the chances of success. If we look now at some social mechanisms for defence, musk oxen live in Arctic regions where there's very little cover, so when they're attacked by animals such as wolves, they form a protective group with the calves and the cows in the centre and the mature males with their big massive horns pointing out. Now individual wolves may be gored and the packs are driven off by a combined charge, and this is called mobbing. Quail, which are small fowl, roost in circles with their heads pointing outwards. If they're disturbed, they'll all fly away in all directions, exploding in the face of the predators. And by the time the predators recovered, the birds have flown to safety. Animals such as baboons have a strict social hierarchy. When they're on the march, the dominant males will stay in the centre with the females and the infants, and the subordinate males and the younger ones keep to the edge and will raise alarm if the group is threatened or faces any particular danger. Social defence strategies increase the chances of survival, as some individuals can watch for predators whilst others can forage for food. Groups adopt specialised formations when under attack, protecting their young.